All right, hello and welcome back to Versus Live. My name is Corey Ballmeister.
And I'm Ross Merriam.
All right, and we got Rob in the booth. Say what's up, Rob.
What's up, Rob?
All right, Rob will be taking all your questions in the chat. Make sure to tag at Star City Games. He'll get his favorite one sent over to us, and we will do our best to answer them. So we are continuing our Ikoria preview week here, trying to test out all the fun, new, exciting things we can do in Standard, and so far it's been a blast. These cards have been just absolutely crazy. Mutate is an ability that I really thought was going to be kind of a bust, to be honest. Like, I just think that if stacking all these creatures up is just waiting to get Aether Gusted, and I'm going to try to do that. If you're going to try to mutate, which I guess you're not doing too much of in your deck, but...
Not in this one.
Yeah, but being able to 2-for-1 once you stack these creatures I thought was going to be such a liability, but all these mutate creatures gain some value when they come into play, so they all kind of remind me of Curious Obsession. You know, you're able to just get that value back, so even if you lose these two creatures, you still gain enough value where it's okay.
Yeah,
you know?
So it's not as much of a 2-for-1 that you're gaining, but you're gaining quite a bit of tempo when you get that removal spell. We saw that on Friday's show. I had like 2 bats stacked on some other creature, and you were able to kill it all in one go, and I wasn't able to recover in time.
Yep.
So I think the tempo is going to be a bigger deal than the loss of card advantage.
Yeah.
Because that's just going to recoup the card advantage that you gained from using the mutate cards.
Yeah. Do you think tempo is just going to be like tempo-based counterspells decks are just going to be busted right now?
I mean, I hope so.
Yeah, that's your alley, huh?
Yeah, I certainly hope so. But I also think these sacrifice decks are looking good. I've built a lot of them. On Friday's show, I had an Orza of Aristocrat style deck.
It looked good.
And Luminous Broodmoth certainly looked good. And now I'm building with Broodmoth and a couple of the other cards from this set. Those to Snapdax, like I said before the break, is the really big one. I think this card is really, really powerful in the right shell. And
the right matchup. I feel like, against a control matchup, it's just not going to be good, right? Like,
yeah, unless they're like the Super Friend style that you get to deal with Planeswalkers. It's not going to be good in those matchups. But most of Standard is, making lots of creatures, sometimes putting multiple Planeswalkers on the battlefield. You're mostly playing the battlefield. But against like Azorius Control, this card's not going to be very good.
Okay.
And if you remember the days of Tragic Arrogance, that was a card that you always saw sideboarded in like the green-white decks. For the mirror.
Collected company mirrors,
exactly.
We saw Brian Braun doing Tragic Arrogance to win Worlds back in 2012 or 2014 or something. Yeah.
But in any matchup where you're playing to the battlefield, this card is going to be excellent. Yeah. And this deck is built to take advantage of it. Honestly, even in a control deck, sometimes this card
I'm the even.
Sometimes this card is going to act as a God Eternal Bantu. Remember a lot of the Jund decks sometimes used to play, Jund food decks used to play 1 to kind of combo kill with Mayhem Devil. This card can do that. That's why I'm playing Mayhem Devil. We also have Cruel Celebrant and Bastion of Remembrance. So 3 different of that Blood Artist effect that we can stack on top of each other. The Bastion you can keep in play with Mythos because it's
as your one enchantment.
So we're really trying to play into that. We've got a good number of sack outlets. We've got Witch's Oven, which is your artifact for Mythos. We have some Most Riders. We have Priest of Forgotten Gods. So many different sacrifice outlets in this deck, and we're really trying to hammer home that drain life synergy. Going to stack as many of them onto the battlefield as we can and kind of combo kill. Yeah.
Looks kind of sweet. I mean, I'm going to just try my best to disrupt it. We are playing Esper Hero here, brought to us by Autumn Burchett. They really liked Doom of Depths just as a companion, being able to... There's still so many good evens when it comes to Esper Hero that this is really the only new card we're playing, but we're going to see it often because it is our companion. We're going to be able to always start with it in our opening hand, essentially. And it's just such a powerful effect paired with a controlling shell like this. I think it's going to be quite good. So,
we think about Dream Trawler kind of as the gold standard, as like you're interacting a lot in the first 5 turns of the game, and then on turn 6 you slam this really powerful threat. And a Gyruda is going to do that, but oftentimes just be 2 threats. So even against things like Angrass Rampage and a lot of the Edict effects and things that people have put into their deck to combat Dream Trawler, Gyruda is going to be effective against.
Yeah.
And if it returns Dream Trawler, all the better.
Let's go. Yeah. So I'm excited to try this card out and just see if Esper Hero still has a place in Standard. It really didn't last season, mostly because of these sacrifice decks. So we'll see. Hero might be a card that I'm just looking to sideboard out and just try to be more a controlling plan against you, because you do have so many ways to actually take advantage of it. So we'll see when we get to sideboarding. But
yeah, we'll see.
All right. So you won last round, so I'm going to go first. Believe it or not, I won't have any 1-drops. We'll probably have some 2-drops. This hand is a little clunky, but I think it's reasonable. I'll keep.
This hand is also a little clunky, but reasonable. I will keep.
All right. I'm going to start with the scry.
I was going to ask how many temples are in that man base, because I think if you're building
There's a
all
decent
evens
amount.
And your plan is to go 2-drop on 2, 2-drop on 3.
Yeah, you want to max out on temples. Yeah, there's a lot of them, I'm pretty sure. Pass to you.
That's something I think a lot of people might miss in their first pass on a deck like this.
Yep.
But Autumn, probably not.
Probably not. They know what's up. All right, we'll go with hero. Pass to you.
Hero. Holding out for a hero.
We need a hero.
Get my swamp.
So,
Okay.
Corey, how big of a loss is not having Teferi? do you feel?
Teferi is the biggest loss because like Teferi and Narset are the big planeswalkers. So that is the exchange, and if it's worth it, to be determined. You know, because Teferi Time Reveler is really what puts this deck together. So we'll see. We'll see, because that would be a nice follow-up right here. But we want to try this new card and see how powerful it is. All right. I will get in there for 2.
I'll go to 18.
Okay. No 3-drop because of the dynamic of the deck, so we're just going to go land and pass to you.
Okay. Kind of happy about that, but I could definitely see there being a removal spell here. And because of that potential, I'm going to go to 16
Okay.
and play a Midnight Reaper.
Midnight Reaper. Yeah, that resolves.
Pass the turn.
Okay.
Just in case there's an NSEP spell, I want the Celebrant to block the token. Maybe giving up the point is not great, but
I'll take 2.
so you're at 18?
Yep, and we're going to go with Sephiroth the Scales, get a Shaheen, and I'll... No, do we want a trade with Hero? Probably not. I'll pass to you.
Seraph of the Scales is very
A nice one, huh? That's a nice one.
Let's try to contain this, I think.
I'm going to get a Mythos.
I'm going to play a Mayhem Devil.
Okay.
I'm going to play a Fable Passage, sack it, and deal 1 to the Shaheen.
Okay.
Now get another Swamp.
Alrighty.
And then I will play a Cauldron Familiar.
Okay.
And so we'll both end up at 17.
17 all.
And I don't think I want to attack with Midnight Reaper.
So the white Mythos is white, right? So you would essentially not be able to cast it with this. Okay.
I need another white or red mana.
Okay.
And then you need red, black, white, white.
Okay.
So I attack with the Midnight Reaper. Do you block it all? No, I'll just pass the turn.
Okay. I'm not sure if I was going to block, to be honest. Okay, so definitely gonna go with Vigilance and attack. Oops, sorry.
I will go to 13.
Okay. And not too much to do this turn. We're gonna play Godless Shrine tapped. I think if we want to interact on our turn at all, don't see a huge reason to. So I'll just pass to you.
That's not a bad draw. I will play a Witch's Oven.
Respond. That is scary. I have so many creatures here that I want to deal with. Now, which one's the most important? I think it's between Midnight Reaper and Mayhem Devil. Of which one I want a Tyrant Scorn. Midnight Reaper seems like it's going to be the bigger problem. Just with Cat, Midnight Reaper, Oven, you just generate so many cards. But Mayhem Devil, Cruel Celebrant, and Cauldron Familiar just deal so much damage. So this is close. You know, with me already having a flyer, I think I'm okay with you filling your hand. I'm going to kill this.
Okay, so you're going to end up losing 1 life as a result, because I'll gain 1 and lose 1.
Yep.
So you're at 16?
16, yep.
And I will go to 13 or go to 11.
Okay.
And play Luminous Broodmoth.
Oh God. Okay. You go to 11.
Yes.
All right.
And I will pass the turn.
Am I just dead? All right. I'm gonna attack.
Okay. 4 blocks. I'm gonna sack this for a food. It's gonna come back.
Yep.
Because of the Broodmoth with flying.
Okay.
So I have a food. I'm gonna draw a card, and you're gonna lose a life.
Yep.
You got a food token. Yeah. So you're at 15. I draw a card. You lose a life. But I also gain a life from the celebrant.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I will just chump with the familiar, and then I still have the food to bring it back.
That's disgusting. Wow. All right, I'll play Dream Trawler. Get a token and pass to you. Just don't think that does like anything right now. Wow.
That's a land. I think you're very dead. I'm going to go to 9. I'm going to play a Mayhem Devil and a Woe Strider, get a goat.
Oh my God.
And we'll see just how much damage I get to deal here, because it's a lot.
This is unreal. What am I supposed to do?
So, first things first, I can sack this food and deal you 1.
Okay.
Seems like you bought the wrong sacrifice deck.
I think so.
So that brings you to 14. I even had Mythos to snap decks that I could cast, like have you keep a token.
Wow. Yeah, that's your plan B. Like, that was going to wreck me, you know?
So that dealt you 1. This enters, and you go to 13, I go to 10.
Okay.
Then I will sacrifice it. You take 2, I draw a card.
Yeah.
Get a food. So you're at 11.
Okay.
Then I will sack this. You go to 10. This also came back with flying.
But it had flying that turn, right?
No, because it had flying the turn I blocked.
Oh, yeah.
So it came back with flying. And so you're at 12. I don't know. I know you're dead.
Hey, I want to see. I want to see it. Let's see it.
Let's go back to the start because I've already lost my place. So we started the turn like this.
Game rule violation.
I know you're dead, but I can't prove it.
Yeah, we started the turn like this with you at 15 or 14? 14.
14.
Okay. So you're at 14, I'm at 9 is how we started the turn.
Yeah.
Let's just do it step by step and see how much I can do. So first step, you take 1, go to 13. This enters. You go to 12, I go to 10.
Yep.
I think you started at 15. So I think you're at 13 now. I'm at 10. That enters. Now I sacrifice it. You take 2. It comes back. You take a third.
Sure.
And I gain a life and draw a card.
Okay.
So you go to 10. I go to 11. Now it has flying. Now I can sacrifice it to Woe Strider.
Okay.
And you are going to take 2. Go to 8. And I am going to just draw a card.
Okay.
And then stay even there.
And scry.
Yeah, I don't care about scry.
Okay.
Now I'll sack the food. You take 1, go to 7. This comes back without flying.
Yep.
And you go to 6.
Yep.
I go to 12. Then I sacrifice it to Woe Strider again. It comes back with flying. You take a total of 3. 1 from the trigger, 2 from these.
Jesus.
You go to 3. I draw a card, and I gain a life. I'm at 13. Then I sacrifice this again. I draw a card. You take 2. You go to 1. And now you're at 1, and I haven't even done anything with anything
You literally
else.
could deal like 20 more.
Yeah.
I really think you could deal like 20 more damage.
So each one of so this doesn't come back because it's non-token.
Yeah.
Or because it is a token, so it'll just go away. So this gets sacked and deals 2 more.
But I mean, you could just sack this, comes back with flying.
I sacked this twice,
Yeah.
so that's 4 more. So that's 6 more.
Wow.
Well, Ross broke it. All right.
Yeah,
and
this is insane.
2 more when it comes back. This is 2 more when it comes back. That's 10. And then sack this. That goes to 14.
All right, I'm dead. dead.
I can deal 17 more.
Wow. 17 from 15, so you dealt 20.
So
you dealt 32 damage this turn?
31 damage.
Without attacking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 31.
Wow.
Ikoria is just not your set, is it, Corey?
Ikoria is not my set, apparently. Yeah, you were doing these absurd things. I'm just trying to do the good old-fashioned Dream Trawlers. All right, this is one match where I do want to head to sideboarding.
Tap out for Dream Crawler?
Yeah.
Okay, take 31.
Yeah. Let's head to sideboarding for this one, because I need something to compete with that. Your deck seems insane. So we're going to take a short break, and I'm going to cry, I guess, and then figure out if I can do anything from the board. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back to Crushing Corey's Dreams Live. I am playing Esper Hero here with the even mechanic, trying to take advantage of Doom Depths, and Ross has just been absolutely dunking on me with everything. Absolutely everything. Yep. Yep. Seems about right. So what I'm going to be taking out, I'm taking out Hero of Precinct 1 here because I actually think it's a liability up against your Mythos. Like, I need to be keeping my impactful creatures and not Shaheen, you know? I can't just have Shaheen and expect to win.
But he's so
Sorry,
dreamy.
buddy. Yeah. He's a dreamy human, but not quite good enough.
It comes with a chalice, and it looks like some sort of gemstone.
Yeah.
The gemstone's very luminous.
I know. I need to keep Dream Trawler if you do that instead. So we're gonna head down the control path a little bit here. Bring in some Kaya's Wraths. Bring in a couple Noxious Grass and one D-Spark. Not ideal removal because they don't deal with all your things, but they do deal with Broodmoth. And I think I just have to deal with that card. Otherwise, it's insane, you know?
It is very good.
That card, every time you cast it against me, you've won on the spot.
Or like won the next turn. Every time I've untapped with it, I think I've won on the spot.
I mean, even when you've been playing it and just having Oven in play, and you just immediately gain extra value with it, I'm just screwed. I can't do anything.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try this and see if we can have a little bit better hope of just trying to be a control deck. Control decks against these aristocrat style decks usually do struggle with just like a Wrath effect. You know, Cry is another card I probably could have had in here to deal with it, but oh no, you can't because it's an odd card. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll try this, see what we can do. What do you got?
On my side, I don't want to do too much sideboarding because I want to explore my own synergies. Like, I should probably bring in the Midnight Reapers, but whatever.
Yeah.
I want the Agonizing Remorses just to see what's going on. I expect Corey to side into a more controlling strategy, and in that plan, Mythos gets a little worse, so I'm trimming one. And I also think it's worse to just jam my synergies as hard as possible. And the card that is most dependent on getting my synergies up and running is Mayhem Devil.
Yep.
Whereas like Cruel Celebrant and Bastion of Remembrance will make your Wraths more painful. And that could be relevant. Mayhem Devil, I need to be actively sacrificing. So I'm going to trim a couple of those, bring in the Agonizing Remorses. I can see even just cutting all the Mayhem Devils and having a couple Midnight Reapers in.
I can see it as well. All right, let's give it a shot here. All right, so we're going to be starting with this. And you got any questions here for us, Rob?
I do have one. We had a question about Dire Tactics in the Esper Hero list, and the Dire Tactics is a white and a black for an instant. Exile target creature. If you don't control a human, you lose life equal to the creature's toughness. So what do you think about that in the deck?
Yeah, hey, that card does seem good. It only works with Hero, and I feel like this deck does deal itself enough damage where I think Tyrant Scorn is just probably better. But if there starts to be gigantic creatures around, maybe that's a little bit better, but I think the cost is too great. And especially if you ever have a transitional sideboard plan to take out Hero and go to a more controlling route like I'm doing right now, then it's really bad, right? Then you have to take that out as well. So we'll see.
You definitely need to leave yourself that option. That's an important part of what these decks are doing.
Yep.
If you want to play a Hero deck that does take a more aggressive posture, then I think you want to try out General Kudrow.
Yeah.
And I actually have a build of that in my article this week.
Yeah.
It is a Mardu shell that is much more aggressive, playing General Kudrow, Judith, Tajik, and then it has the General's sidekick or whatever that makes your legendary humans indestructible.
Oh, okay.
All of your 3-drops are indestructible legends or indestructible humans. So,
seems spicy.
Yeah, it does some cool stuff. You get to play Dire Tactics. You get to play Fireblade Artist, which is a human. Deck is pretty cool.
Okay, interesting. I like it.
Also, Corey, the Elite Guard Mage and Aegis are both humans as well, so it's not just Hero.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. And you don't really want to cast that on turn 2 right away, so I could see the inclusion of a couple of those.
Yeah, it would have to be in small numbers because you do need to leave yourself the option of boarding down on creatures.
Yeah.
In small numbers, you could still play it. It's just such a flexible removal spell.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you have to lose 3 life to be able to exile their creature.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Yeah, it does seem interesting. Maybe we should just try that instead of Tyrant Scorn for this.
You want to?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sure.
All right, yeah, so those are it's black, white, exile, right?
Exile a creature, and then if you don't control a human, you lose life equal to the creature's toughness.
Okay, yeah, let's try
that.
Let's try that for this and test it out. All right. This hand needs some help. We have some scries to hopefully get us there. Otherwise, this hand is quite awkward, but do we want to mulligan? So we have, what, 2 looks to find what we need, and then if we miss, we have another 2 looks. I think I'm going to keep this. It's close.
My hand also needs some help, but okay, fine.
Enlightenment, bottom, pass to you.
That's a good start. Passage, go.
Okay.
Savor us some time.
Tilt. Temple, we'll scribe, bottom. All right, we're using our 4th look next turn. I'll pass to you.
Okay.
Tilt.
What do I got? That's not great. I will go to 18 and play a Cruel Celebrant.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
All right, thank God. It was the 8th card. Take 2, go to 18. Now we just want to take a peek.
Whoa.
Whoa. All right. Well, I don't care about the cats or the agonizing. I think I just want to deal with another Cruel Celebrant here. Woe Strider would be good as well, but you'd have to hit the land. Cruel Celebrant just seems like it could be too bad, so we're going to do that. We're going to Surveil. I'll keep that and pass to you.
Okay, well, I bricked.
All right.
Attack for 1.
17.
It's Agonizing Remorse.
Okay.
You kept on top.
Top.
So I think I have to take the Atris since that draws you a bunch of extra cards.
Okay.
Let's exile that. I lose life, go to 17.
Yep.
And then you got attack to 17?
17 all.
Yep. Pass the turn.
All right. We are going to Agonizing Remorse.
Full house.
Oh, no. I wanted to get rid of Woe Strider. All right. We're still...
I've got to rip a land.
Yeah, we're still going to get rid of that. I'll go down to 16.
Yep. And a tap land.
And a tap land. And I'll keep that on top. Pass to you.
Attack.
Okay.
Call them familiar.
15, 14 to 18.
Yep.
Done?
Yep.
All right. Now we have the option to Agonizing Remorse. The Woe Strider as well, but I think it's just more important to just get a threat down. So we're going to do that and land. Go.
Okay, well, when we hit the land, I'll go to 16.
Okay.
Play the Woe Strider, get a goat.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
All right. Untap,
Really could use an oven here.
Okay. Well, now we have a choice.
You're at 13?
Yeah. Do we... or 12. 12. I got myself a 12. Is that right?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so the question is Dream Trawler to get that going, or Gyruda, Doom of Death. I think it's just right to, unfortunately, Dream Trawler here, and then we'll do Gyruda next turn. Yeah, here we go. I just want to gain life. I want to try to put some distance between myself here, because you are able to do a lot.
Okay, upkeep, we're going to sack this to Scry, have you lose a life when I gain a life. 11 to 17.
Yep.
That's the land we needed. We'll keep that.
Am I just dead?
I don't think you're dead, but I'm going to shock to 15 and play Luminous Brood.
Oh my god!
So I can sack this, you'll lose 1, then the familiar will come back, you'll lose another 1. That's 2. Then I sack the familiar again, that's 3. Then I sack the Celebrant, you lose 4, it comes back. Then I sack the Broodmoth, you lose 5. Then I sack the Celebrant again, you lose 6. I only have 6 here.
Yeah.
And you're going to gain a bunch of life. But these Cauldron Familiars will also be very good. Hopefully. So I have no good attacks, but I'll just pass a turn.
Okay. All right. Draw, trigger.
I guess I can stop you from gaining life.
Yeah, that's what
I figured it out.
Is just absolutely brutal. Is you are able to stop by sacrificing.
Yeah, I can sacrifice familiar. It'll come back with flying. I block, then sacrifice before damage.
Yep. And that's just devastating right now. But I can attack with Dream Trawler and try to find a way to interact with Luminous Broodmother. And I mean, I think I just have to do that. I mean, I can play this now, but what card can I get that is super effective?
Yeah, because you can't get one of my Mayhem Devils because they're cost odd.
Yeah,
that would be probably the best one to get from me. And I don't think you have anything that is particularly great.
I think we're gonna start by attacking and.
Okay. With that trigger on the stack, I'll make this sacrifice. So
Okay.
I'm gonna end up gaining 2 when you lose 2. So
Okay.
9 to 17.
Yep.
This has flying, and
Yep. Blocked.
oh, I scry 1 too.
Yep.
Is that good? I actually don't think so. I think I'm looking for like oven and stuff, or a replacement sacrifice outlet
Yeah.
in case you drew an answer to the Woe Strider. But you wouldn't let me block if you drew one.
Yep.
Unless it's sorcery speed. But yeah, I will block and sacrifice. So now you lose 1, I gain 1.
Yep.
Brings you to 8 and me to 18.
Yep.
And I scry. And then we'll go on top.
Okay. Well, mill 4.
Yeah.
Oven would have been good, huh? I mill 4 as
Yeah.
well, right?
Yep.
Each player.
And then you can get an even creature.
3, 4. All right. So we got
I have a Celebrant, you have an Atris.
Which one's better? I think probably Atris. So we'll put Atris into play. Trigger. I'll take this card.
Nice Temple of Silence.
I mean, those are not going to do anything
Yeah.
for me anyways.
I probably could have even put the temple face up and let you get the water grave.
Yeah. I guess I'll keep that on top and I'll pass to you.
Hold on. End step, I want to sacrifice this so it has flying in case I need to get 1 extra point in.
Yep.
So, and I get to scry. So we'll sacrifice this. It'll come back with flying. You will lose a life. I'll gain a life. So you're at 7. And
I just don't think there's a world
19.
I live through this turn.
Yeah, I can't imagine. Fable Passage can go to the bottom.
Okay.
Draw. Play these 2. You lose 2, I gain 2.
Yeah, I'm so dead.
5 to 21. And then,
it's not even close.
yeah, each one of these represents, 3, right? Because I sack once, you lose 1 from this. This comes back, you lose another one. I sack again, you lose. Yeah, so each one
one
just
is
6.
3.
This is just 6 by itself.
Yeah.
Once they're in play, so that brings you to -1. And then I can attack with the 2 flyers. You block here.
I mean, to be fair, I looked at your hand multiple times to make sure you didn't have that, and just you top decked it. Oh, that's such a
Corey,
tell.
Tana would like to know what it's like to bring a knife to a gunfight.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. It's not very fair so far.
So far, Luminous Broodmoth just like
It's just been unbeatable. Every time you played it, I've just lost immediately.
Chat is so hype about this Mardu deck, Ross.
Yeah. That deck is nice.
we haven't even seen the Mythos yet. I scried it to the bottom.
Yeah.
I didn't need it.
It doesn't seem that good in this matchup.
Yeah.
You know, like it would probably be something that would even be a sideboard card for aggressive matchups, but yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows?
But Broodmoth is, I'm only playing 3 Broodmoth in this list because I wanted to play 4 Mythos and try that card out, but
Yeah.
it's pretty clear it should be 4 Broodmoth.
I think it should be 5. Yeah. If you're given the option, that card just seems unreal. And I mean, I was able to pick apart your hand, and Dream Trawler was going to start taking over the game, but Luminous Broodmoth being able, with Woe Strider, with any sack outlet, just completely bricks Dream Trawler, which is insane, you know? Wow. Wow.
In particular, the synergy between Broodmoth and Cauldron Familiar, where
Yeah.
you just don't have to use any food to return it the first time, and you end up just getting so many more sacrifices than you otherwise would.
Yeah. I when I read that card right away, I did not think it was going to be as good as it has played out. You know, It has just played out unreal.
You know, and that's one of the things, cards like Nightmare Shepherd prevent those synergies from really developing to something really powerful by exiling the card and getting a token.
Yeah.
But returning the actual physical card, so it never leaves leaves.
And then you get all the come into play triggers from it. It just seems unreal. All right, well, let's play a pity game, see if I can get you at least once here. You got any questions for us here, Rob?
I've won. So far in the set, what are y'all's favorite cards?
Well, Broodmoth seems insane.
Yeah,
I mean, I am now a huge fan of that.
Yeah, Broodmoth
yeah.
and the octopus, Snapdasher octopus.
Yeah.
Got to be my two favorites for sure.
Yeah, I think I'd be the same. I'm pretty excited to see the Black Mythos in my next deck to see how that one plays out, as well as Vivian will make an appearance. But I'm with you. Those are my two favorites as well. All right, so I'll keep this hand is reasonable. I'm probably just going to get slaughtered, but
cannot keep the mountain hand.
All
There's
right.
one mountain in the deck for Fabled Passage.
Okay.
The only red cards is Mayhem Devil, and there's one a Crow and War on the sideboard.
okay. Yeah, otherwise you're just black-white Aristocats, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, black-white seems like the new black-red in this set. You know, it just seems like the white cards are just going to be better. I mean, when you can play all of them, I think you definitely do.
And I think splashing for Mayhem Devil is easy enough that you just do it.
Yeah. With Fabled Passage, you know, all the duels that you can play that are basically free because you're gaining so much life with the deck. Yeah. And, you know, you just have so many impactful things that must be answered that you don't care if your life total is a little bit lower, you know?
The mana base of this deck, I think, is just 12 Shock Lands, 4 Fabled Passage, 1 each of White and Black Castle.
Yeah.
And, you know, 1 Mountain and a couple each of Plains and Swamp. You play like 23, 24 lands. And
yeah,
you're good.
Seems sweet. All right, let's check out your mold of 6 here. Yeah, at this point, I think I need you to go to 4 to have a chance here. Your cards just do so much more than mine.
It's definitely going to be a keep. I'm just debating which one to put back, and I think it's going to be this one. This guarantees that I can have double white for Broodmoth when I inevitably draw it on turn 4.
Of course. After I can't take a peek at it, we're going to keep this land on top. Pass to you.
I will cast a Cauldron Familiar.
Okay.
19 to 21.
Got it.
You're up.
Okay. I'm going to go to 17 and Thought Erasure you.
Oh, I'm really stupid. I was like, he doesn't have any way to exile the familiar, so might as well play that first and start attacking.
Yeah.
You have Thought Erasure, I should just play the oven.
Yeah. I'll more than likely be taking oven here.
Oh yeah, my hand is not very good.
Yeah, we'll take that oven.
Yeah. That's a pretty big misstep. Can you tell I don't play a ton of standard?
Well, it hasn't showed with these versus live, so pass to you.
Yeah, let's just Agonizing Remorse, use our mana effectively.
Okay.
So I will take... The card in my hand is not very good, so I'm not super concerned about the Thought Erasure, to be honest.
At least it's a target at this point.
I think I take the Seraph.
Okay.
I can't really take the Dream Trawler effectively because on turn 6 you can just play this and get it back anyway.
What exiles? Agonizing Remorse.
Agonizing Remorse exiles.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I forgot. Okay, so let's just take the most powerful card then. I'll take the Dream Trawler because this game's going to go on for a while.
It will, yep.
So
you're
I'll
at
get 20 and I'll attack you to 16.
And I'm at 16, yep.
Pass the turn.
All right. Yeah, well, do we want to scry first? I don't think it matters too much, so yeah, we'll do
You definitely want to Surveil first because then if you put it in the graveyard, you don't.
Yeah.
I guess you would scry to the bottom then anyway.
I think it's basically just the same as 2 scries. Well, we'll put that in the graveyard. We'll put that in the yard. And we'll keep that. Pass to you.
Play this tapped and attack for 1.
Okay. If I don't win this game, I'm retiring.
You're up.
I will be retiring. I'll take 2.
13.
And now we got options here. You know about this. That's the one I'm not going to cast. So let's go with a Treese. There you go. We're going to have to deal with Luminous Broodmoth next turn, almost assuredly. I think I just want the land here. Agonizing Remorse is okay if I can snatch a cat. But I really just want the land, so I'll take this.
Tilt.
Is this just a normal land?
Yep.
Okay, pass to you.
I did, however, draw the Broodmoth.
Of course. I mean, I was literally not even shocked.
Honestly, if I had played the oven turn one, I think I would feel okay about this game.
Yeah. I'm not even shocked that you are playing this on 4. It's just not shocking at all anymore. All right, done?
Yep.
What's it like to be this good, Ross?
All right, so we are going to scry. I don't want this. We are just getting that out of there.
Okay, well, if you drew the removal spell for it, then I am very dead.
All right, kill that. We're just going to say go. I do not want to take any more unnecessary damage.
Oh, God, I was going to have... If you didn't have the removal spell and I'd play the oven on turn 1?
Oh, wow, I finally interacted.
Yeah.
Ross is complaining. I finally interacted for once on this entire match. Done?
Yeah.
All right, get wrecked, son.
We each mill 4.
Yeah, I'll be putting this into play.
No, it's only the ones you just milled.
Oh, well, okay, I'll put the Dream Triller I
Yeah.
just milled then.
Yeah, it is only the ones you just milled.
Okay, that is a lot different, huh?
It is kind of weird to me that they did
Yeah.
that. Why not
Yeah.
just make it anything?
Yeah, I guess that is a little... Because I was thinking the synergies with this is I surveil all these cards...
Did you shock there?
I did, yep.
Okay,
So
so
I'm
you're
at 11.
11. Okay.
So I was thinking all the synergies with, surveilling Dream Trawler into the yard would be advantage here. I'll attack as well.
Yeah, I'll take the 3.
Yep.
17.
All right.
Okay. There's a Bastion of Remembrance, so we'll get
Okay.
ourselves a Shaheen.
Okay.
It's
Whenever a
just the same
creature
as,
dies.
It's the same
okay.
as Cruel Celebrant.
Okay, sure.
It's just Cruel Celebrant that makes it 1/1. Yeah, still can't attack.
Okay.
I'm pretty dead.
Draw trigger. I will go with Elite Guard Mage trigger.
14.
14. That triggers. I'll attack. Trigger.
Yep. So you've drawn 3 cards this turn, so
Yep.
this is a 6. I'll chump the Gyruda.
Okay.
I'm going to take 9.
Okay.
Brings me to 8. You gain 6 to 20. And then when this dies, I'll drain you for 2.
Drain
So
for 2.
10 for me, 18 for you.
Yep. All right. And then I will Agonizing Remorse the cat.
Well, you milled another one, so.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, with the Gyruda.
Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't going to do anything else. So I'll go to 17, land, and pass to you. Well, your Mythos would bring you back into this. Okay.
Yeah. The Mythos is probably what I need to draw.
Yeah.
So, Cruel Celebrant, pass the turn.
Okay.
Leave you with an Elite Guard Mage.
Draw, trigger.
And I would drain you for 6.
Yeah. I will just go to combat here. Draw a trigger. Do I want to actually attack? You get a lot of triggers, huh? But I think that's
5,
okay.
10.
Yeah.
So I actually do have to block 2 things.
Okay.
So I guess I chump Gyruda and block Elite Guard. Or I can't block that. I can't actually.
You have to double block a trees.
So I think I'm... Okay, so I have to double block with the 2 Celebrants.
Yep.
Yeah. So double block there, block there.
Okay, take 7.
7 brings me to 3. You
Yep.
gain 5 to 22. And
Yep.
then my 2 creatures die, I'll drain you for 6.
My thing dies, so
So
I go to
9 to 16.
Yep. You are staying alive a lot with that, which is
Yeah. I think I just need to draw Mythos this turn or I'm dead, and I'm
Yeah.
not even in a great spot then.
all right. We're gonna go with a Sephiroth of the Scales because that kind of hedges against it, and we'll remorse the other cat.
Good. You're at 15.
Yep, your go.
And that's a Foundry.
We won a game. Esper Hero, the fair deck, takes it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still a synergy-laden deck, and the only sack outlet I had that game was the Witch's Oven, and
Yeah.
I mistakenly just didn't play it turn 1 to protect
Yeah.
against Erasure.
And I mean, we saw just a little bit of fragileness when I'm able to just kill that Broodmoth on the spot. And you know what? I mean, if decks like that become really popular where it's just must answer threat after must answer threat, all the control decks are just going to be like haymaker
Yeah.
decks, you know? So
Honestly, though, I think with the Oven, once I drew all those Celebrants and stuff, I might have just been draining you for a lot of life every turn.
yeah.
And you would have been up on cards, but I would have kept the game going.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you still would have won that game if I mean, I had a good draw, and I mean, I did what I'm supposed to do. Turn 6, play this, get a Dream Trawler in as well.
I think you would have been ahead. You would have been ahead still.
Yeah,
it would have just been.
And my hand was full of gas.
Yeah,
well,
exactly. Like,
and I drew a D-Spark at some point if you did have Luminous again.
I think all I would have been doing was treading water.
Yeah,
it would have certainly been a much more interesting game instead of me just getting crushed. But I still won the match.
Yeah,
that's the important part.
I hated it
over here.
Yeah, but I have my favorite deck up next, and I have high hopes for this one.
Yes, and the deck I will be playing next is actually from Star City's own Ari Lax. This is in his article that is live now on the website. He wrote about the card Fiend Artisan, which I know is getting a lot of buzz, so we wanted to feature it. And basically in a Jund food shell, so you're still going to see the Mayhem Devils, a lot of Mayhem Devil on today's show.
Yeah, no kidding.
But
I mean, I think it's just going to be that much better now. There's so many things that work so well with Mayhem Devil, like.
Yeah. And Fiend Artisan is definitely one of them. You can find multiple devils and set that up. You can find your cat if you need to set up oven. You can keep sacking cats to it to find the other pieces. And there's a little bit of a toolbox. We've got we can find Corvald more easily. We've got one Masker Girl in the main. And some other cool stuff. So we'll see how good Fiend Artisan is against another sort of like fair mid-range deck.
Yep.
But this one with a very good removal, and especially Mythos of Nethroi, being able to destroy Oven if you need to.
Yep.
So a lot of easy answers.
What year is it where we're playing Abzan up against Jund? This is some good old fashioned magic here.
This isn't your parents' Jund and Abzan though.
Yeah, exactly. Isn't your parents' Jund? Wow, impressive. Okay, well, we are going to take a short. We just got 5 minutes here.
Yeah.
That should be fine. A 5-minute break, and then we're going to be right back with our final round of Versus Live. And you know what? I have to point this out, and I don't want to, but I am going to be straight skunked as far as matches if you win the next match for Ikoria so far. I can't have that happen, so I'm really going to try my hardest to take Ross down to save a little bit of face here.
You already tried the strategy of bringing a lot of companions with you. You brought your friends to the fight. That didn't work. Your friends are gone.
My friends are gone. Now it's all on me to try to get one match so I can really keep up. We're going to take a 5-minute break, and we'll be right back here on Versus Live.